you have a game that day and you're trying to prepare for the game, it's not news that you want to hear, that you're used to hearing, but it's part of the business. You know, I think that for us players, the most important thing is coming out and playing hard today and keeping the momentum that we built.
How much does a manager impact one-run games, since that seems to be such a storyline with this team?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think that, you know, one-run games, there's a lot of decisions that are made within a game that can change, you know, the outcome. But in terms of when I think about one-run games, I think of what we can do as players and not what the manager's doing necessarily. I think as an everyday player, I want to go out there and have good at-bats, get runners over, get runners in, and make winning plays. And I know that those things don't happen every day. You're going to get them sometimes, they're going to get you. But as a manager, there's definitely tough decisions that have to be made within those games that you know, you end up just living with your decisions.
What are your thoughts on Woodward, the type of job that he did, what it was like to deal with him, and just your personal thoughts on him going through this at this point of his career?
Yeah, I mean, when you say deal with him, I definitely don't think that the player-manager relationship is one where you deal with someone. You want to play hard for him, and he put, you know, me in a position to succeed. You know, putting me at the top of the order, playing me every day. Those are things that I've always enjoyed doing, and I feel like I get better when I do them. You know, our team as a whole, yes, we have talent in this room, but we're still building something. I think that we ran into a couple stretches where we wish we could have done better and played better for him, and this is where we are right now.
Marcus, you said this is the first time you've gone through this mid-season, but as a player, do you feel a sense of, and all players in here, maybe a sense of responsibility for what happened here?
Of course. I mean, we are the ones on the field. You know, I think that, you know, we look back at some of the bad stretches we've had, and, you know, if we turn a lot of those games into wins, we'd be in a different discussion right now. I feel bad for Woody. I feel bad for his family, but I know he'll find something that he wants to, you know, pursue and do well at it. You know, he works hard. He always worked hard every day, and he showed us that he worked hard, and it definitely, you know, you see that with how everybody works in here. You know, I think that that's important for a manager to do, is to have that work ethic and show everyone that he's working just as hard as all the players, and that's something he always did, and he'll be fine wherever he goes.
Looking back on, you know, other managers and teams you played for, how would you kind of assess his managing style and the clubhouse he keeps versus maybe some other teams and managers you played for?
Yeah, well, for me, it was the first time playing for a middle infielder. You know, I played for Bob Melvin as a catcher. Actually, Charlie played middle infield, but you know, Woody played in the big leagues in the middle infield for a long time. So there's different conversations that we had based off of, you know, what I do every day, which is different for me. You know, he's a guy who wants us to all be happy and be comfortable playing. And, you know, I think for the most part he did a good job. There's nothing that you can really point to say, hey, you know, this was Woody's fault. I think that I've always been of the mindset that the players are the ones on the field, and the loss is on us. You know, I think that he got, you know, a pitching staff that, you know, we have two veterans in John and Martine, and then we have some young guys who are still learning some things. So when you have a pitching staff like that, you're going to use your bullpen more and have to be faced with different decisions that are tougher than, you know, other managers may have around the league. So just navigating that, I'm sure, was tough day in and day out for him, but ultimately we moved on, and all we can do is focus on today.
When you sign a long-term deal, does that give you a little bit more patience through a season like this, and specifically through a managerial change?
Well, that's a tough one. I mean, I never want to have patience when we are, you know, have the record we have. You know, I show up ready to play every day, and everyone in this clubhouse, same thing. So nobody is content with losing. Nobody should be. You know, I think that the process and what we're going through is a good one, and I think that we're on the right track, and we need to finish strong this year to show what we can do. I don't think we're necessarily out of it yet. Everyone seems to think we are, but I've seen crazier things happen in this game. So with these 48 games we have left, if we can turn it on, play better at home, and kind of just have a fire under us to do well for Bees, I think, you know, the sky's the limit.
Speaking of Bees, he's a familiar face and a popular guy in here. What do you expect from him as a manager now?
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be the same person. You know, yes, he has a new title, and there's some different responsibilities that he will have. You know, leading more, talking to you guys more. But in terms of his attitude and his willingness to do whatever he can for us, you know, I'm excited for him. I told him immediately that I was very happy for him. I know it's kind of a weird day for him, bittersweet, but this is something that he's built to do, and I think that I've been watching him even when I was in Oakland and just seeing how he did his job, and I said he'd be a good manager one day, and now he's here.